See, Money, let's get into this last topic. And this one it's important to me because I love Black Ops. I love Call of Duty. Black Ops 6 did reignited my love of multiplayer for Call of Duty. I haven't been this invested in multiplayer for Call of Duty since the Xbox 360 days. So me making a big comeback, I just hit Prestige Master level 113. Now that sounds like a lot. It's actually not. I mean, is it a lot?
Master, how many prestiges is that?
That's, I think, 10 prestiges.
Damn.
Yeah, 10. I
think I just did 3.
Yeah, I think it's 10 prestiges. I have so much time in that game. It's egregious. I love it. And I really enjoy the fun aspect of, like you were saying, like being the guy. Like I'm averaging, like 31 kills per game. Like I'm putting in the work, and I am an old man. There's no doubt about it. Now, I have some bad games, sure, but I'm team leader. I go out of my way to lead the team to victory. I freaking love it. Am I going to play professional? Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? These guys would smoke me.
You're not sign up for the next esports challenge?
No, I wouldn't even last, I think, a round, to be honest with you. But like I said, I enjoy it enough to sink money into the franchise, to get excited when there's a new one. And we have Black Ops 7, which is, oddly enough, a sequel to not only Black Ops 2, but Black Ops 6. So I'm wondering how they're going to do that. Now, it's going to incorporate robots and a bunch of wall running and stuff. Yes, sign me up, please. Give me that Titanfall feeling again for Call of Duty. I don't care. It's a game, folks. Enjoy it. But what's interesting is the timing of the release. We know that it's happening after Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 is releasing October 6th, and we know that in November is when Black Ops 7 is going to release. Now, the story in question comes to the way of Ghost of Hope, who is a legitimate and pretty much, stamp it kind of a leaker when it comes to Call of Duty. And what Ghost of Hope said was, take this with a massive sized grain of salt. He literally said that, ladies and gentlemen, where he has heard, and it's a rumor, that Activision may be considering moving up the release date of Black Ops 7 ahead of Battlefield 6. Now, there are going to be some Call of Duty haters out there that are going to be like, well, you see, they're worried about Battlefield 6. Let me tell you something right now, folks. And I'm going to put the rubber stamp on this. And if I'm wrong, I'll come out and I'll admit it publicly on any podcast when we have the official numbers. Battlefield 6 is not even going to sell half of what Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is going to sell. Okay? Now, if somebody clips me for this, please clip away.
Boom, I don't know if you saw, but on my show, I had looked it up. So there was from just the last time whatever show it was, I think it was Gamescom or whatever, when they showed Black Ops again. The Black Ops, that trailer had like 50 million views or 48 million views, something crazy, right?
Yes.
So then I went ahead and, obviously all these people are so hyped about Battlefield. So clearly it must compete. And I went and I looked, and the entirety of Battlefield 6 trailers, all in, every single one, combined, nowhere near that one trailer from Black Ops. The one Gamescom trailer from Black Ops outdid the entirety of hype around Battlefield 6 as far as people going and checking out the trailer. And the reason why that's important is to understand that if you're hyped about it, you watch the trailer, right? You want to watch the trailer.
Yes.
And the fact that it's not like people try to say, oh yeah, people were looking for disappointment. Okay, cool. They were disappointed, but they didn't go watch the Battlefield trailer after that. They just said, F it, I'll go back and play another Call of Duty. It didn't. Call of Duty's lack of success does not translate to Battlefield success.
Yes. Actually,
just
you know what? To add
doesn't
some
happen.
context to what you're saying, because of course that's a phenomenal point. I wouldn't even have brought that point up, but because you have such an amazing point, I want to add additional context. So the numbers that C Money is talking about, well, folks, I took the opportunity to say, you know, let me go and see what he is talking about. So on the official Battlefield 6 reveal trailer, and this is no slouch, 10 million views. Now that's something, right? You're like, wow, 10 million views. People are excited for this. People are going to race out and buy Battlefield 6. So then we say, wait a second. Pause, as we like to say on this show. What did the official Call of Duty Black Ops 6 trailer have in regards to its views? Well, that would be 4.5 times more with 47 million views. See money.
Well, that was the reveal trailer.
The reveal trailer.
So just these two, they have
47
over
million
90
views.
million views between both trailers, where Battlefield can't even cross one of these trailers.
Yeah. Cheers.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. So the conversation just doesn't even have to exist. Like, they're setting up Battlefield for huge failure. There is just because you're the loudest person in the room doesn't mean that you're going to have a lot more people backing you up. It just doesn't look that way. It's not even going to be close, and it's going to be looked at as a failure because it can't commit. And EA is going ahead and put everything behind it, and it still will not be that hyped, unfortunately. And I'm pissed at Call of Duty. Like, single player, great, can't wait to play it. And multiplayer is super fun. I have so much time in it, but I'm really annoyed that they buckled to the bullshit and they're not moving, even though they told us they were. They're not taking our skins.
That's the smoke I have for them, that they're not doing the move forward program that they've done before. And that's a bit of a problem. Like, I get it that, you know,
and they were going to do it. They announced it.
And they announced it. Yes, and then they buckled from the pressure. Look, folks, I'm going to say this, but before we get into the whether or not Black Ops 7 should in fact move its date, I don't think it needs to. But first of all, and this is not slander towards Battlefield 6, because I'm sorry, it looks great, but I was incredibly unimpressed. I really was. The game has to come out and work first, because if there's anything that we know about DICE and EA, their Battlefield games come out and they usually take a shit, right, from inception. Now, I don't think that's going to happen here, because Vince Zampella, the man, the myth, the legend, has taken this and put it on his back. And I think that you're really going to get a legitimate, well-running, well-working Battlefield 6 at launch. But that's not what they're really known for, man. I mean, the last couple of Battlefields have really taken a dump, man, and it took a long time to get them playable. So before we start handing over the Call of Duty crown to Battlefield 6, let the game release first and at least work correctly, right? But I'm sorry. Like I said, selfishly enough, I would love for them to move up the date, because that means I get to play Black Ops 7 quicker. But do they have to? See, money, I don't think it's necessary. Even with a month head start, when Black Ops 7 comes out, it is going to double or triple or quadruple the sales of Battlefield 6. I think Battlefield 6 is going to be a great game. I'm not doubting it, but I don't think it's going to do anything to hurt the standard or the sales or the excitement for Black Ops 6. I mean, Black Ops 7. I just don't. Any additional thoughts before we get ready to get on out of here?
I agree with you. I don't think that it's going to change anything. I don't think the amount of Battlefield fans have grown. I think they're trying to get back to a previous high that they've had. But even that previous high, there's no point in time in all the career of Battlefield that it was better than Call of Duty. Once Call of Duty picked up, maybe in the very beginning there was like a back and forth. But basically once Modern Warfare happened, it was all over. That's when everything changed. So no, I agree. I don't think it's necessary to move if they don't want to, but if they just want to kind of add insult to injury and just kind of make it a worse scenario for Battlefield, they definitely can do that. And again, I'm very excited to play the Battlefield single player story mode. I've always liked them when they've done them, so very excited for that. And I'm definitely interested in trying out the battle royale for it. And I'll play a little bit of the multiplayer when it first drops or whatever, but it's just like, don't compare the two. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Like
they are two different animals. Even though they're shooters, they're first person military shooters. They're two different animals.
But Call of Duty is an icon. You know what I'm saying? Like it's legendary, right? Whether the game is good or bad or whatever the case, doesn't matter. It's still, the name has evolved beyond just every entry that comes out. You release a Call of Duty, you're going to get people who are saying, oh, Call of Duty's out, I'm buying Call of Duty. Same way people do it for Madden, same way people do it for NBA. It's just a yearly routine. They know at the end of the year they're buying another Call of Duty. That's it. It's just what they do. And again, doesn't mean Battlefield is going to be bad. Doesn't mean it is not deserving of an audience. Just saying, if you go ahead and you put that juju on Battlefield and put that pressure to try to match Call of Duty success, you're setting it up for failure. Just the way it is.
You're not wrong. As a matter of fact, the broke boy actually brings up a fantastic point. One that I'm glad he actually said, because I would have forgotten to make mention of this. Being that Battlefield 6 is current gen only, and Call of Duty is still on the prior gen systems, there's no way Battlefield has a chance to beat Call of Duty in sales. I mean, that's the point right there.
That's just a factual point right there too.
Yeah. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one hell of a show. We're almost a $1:45, which again, it went a little bit longer than it normally does, but we had a lot of laughs. We had a lot of really big points. We got to talk about Guitar Hero, and I never get bored talking about that. We get to talk about Halo, never bored about that. Call of Duty versus Battlefield 6 happening this fall. And again, thanks to, of course, Ghost of Hope, who is a legitimate Call of Duty leaker. Said take it with a grain of salt. Does Activision actually have to release before Battlefield 6? I personally do not think so. I think Battlefield.
Remember, Microsoft also have other games in October.
They do. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you kind of be
eating the other lunch of your own games, which is why I don't think they're going to move. I absolutely agree. I don't think they have to move. That's just me. I mean, that just.
But then again, I also didn't think they had to take away the skins, and they did buckle like bitches on that. So,
yeah. I mean,
we'll see.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. Listen, I'm not advocating for taking anything away from the paying fans, which is why I'm not buying any more skins. Why should I buy skins if you're going to take them away? Like F you. Sorry, I'm not going to do it. I have spent a lot of money on skins.
Dude, and you see so many skins, bro.
And I like them. Now listen, have I run around as Beavis or Butthead? No. I don't want to. But the like, for instance, the guy you see I'm playing right now, I have him, who's is one of my mains. The guy that's dressed as a biker with the skull face. Yeah, I like those. Those are military-esque. They don't look like cartoons. Why can't I bring those forward? Right? Like, I don't know. I just think it's the buckling for the pressure of the people that were like, I want a more. Let me just, you know what? Before we get out of here, do outro, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this right now. Those Battlefield skins are garbage. Wow. They all look the same, bro. All of them. It doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. Grenade on the left, grenade on the right, big bag on the left leg, a little knife on the right leg. Garbage. I'm sorry. Yep. Uninspired garbage.
How many times you can wear a different camo? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about?
Boring AF.